Hi, this is Auriel Grace from A Gang of Girls Radio, and we're gonna try some new stuff this year, this 2021. And so, my guides and angels kind of have given me some ideas to work with. And one of the ideas that they gave me was to assist people with clearing out old stuff. I've been actually doing it for a long time. And so we're going to give some ideas today to assist with clearing old habits or creating new habits. And I wanted to explain a little bit about that. Joe Dispenza actually has quite a few videos on YouTube. And if you go check him out, subscribe to his channel, he actually has some really good ideas as well. And he explains the science of the brain a lot better than I do. So I have been to some of his workshops and that. And he is an excellent teacher, and he can explain the science better than I can. However, I'm going to try my best to do it. If it doesn't make sense, please go find Joe Dispenza on YouTube. Okay, so it's the theory of unplugging. And you might have heard that for different other things. But what I'm talking about is habits, creating new habits and letting go of old habits, because human beings are habitual. We have these habits that are created for us from the time that we were little, and we continue those habits even if maybe we don't feel comfortable with those habits. And sometimes we're afraid to break those habits because then we won't be like, well, everybody else that we know, right? Even though we know in the back of our brains or in the front of our hearts that, maybe this life really isn't all that I wanted. Maybe I want more. Maybe I want, instead of being an architect, I want to actually be an artist, or, so there's ideas that we're fed to as we're growing up. And they're fed to us, and then they become a habit of thought for us, right? So, and then we get to a place in our lives where, this is not really the life that I wanted, or this is not really truly how I thought my life would be. And so we have to sit back and go, okay, so how did we want this life? What do we want for this life? Do we have the courage to follow through with this life, with changing the habits? So basically, what we've done is we've memorized habits. We've memorized these things. Our whole body has memorized them, knows how to react. We're on autopilot. We're just doing our thing, right? One day we go, this isn't going to work for me. So what do I do to create new stuff? Well, you don't have to jump off a bridge or anything. You don't have to do anything really dramatic. But what you have to do is unconvince yourself. And it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. There are things that you can do to assist yourself with recreating thought patterns, ways of being. Okay, because the thought patterns and the ways of being, basically the same thing. All right, so when I say thought patterns or when I say ways of being, talk about the same thing. All right, so you don't have to jump off a bridge in order to change things. So what can you do? One of the things that you can do is really easy. Take time for yourself. Take 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. And you can even put a timer on, so that you'll relax. So for the first week, that's all you're doing. For those 5 minutes, you're taking a breath and you're relaxing. Just let your brain do whatever it wants to do. Because the brain is going, wait, what? We're going to relax? What are you talking about? We should be making dinner. We should be ironing. We should be doing laundry, whatever. And just let your brain cycle. Don't stress, because by the end of the week, the brain will be like, we're doing this again. This feels good. Oh, I like this. So you're on your way to creating a solid habit, because it takes 3 days to create a habit, 21 days to break a habit. Yeah, that's how easy it is. So what you're doing is you're creating a new habit. So the next week, you're going to add 3 minutes to your 5 minutes twice a day. So you'll be doing this 8 minutes twice a day, morning and evening. And you're just letting your brain relax. You're letting it not stress out. You're doing the best thing for yourself, right? You're taking time for yourself so that you can kind of like smell the roses. All right? All right. So the next week, we're going to do 8 minutes. All right. So when you do those 8 minutes, what I want you to do is take a breath, relax, and focus on something that you really like. Only you like doing it. It's not about what other people like. It's about what you like. And it might take you a minute to figure that out, maybe longer. But what is it that gives you joy? And focus on that for 8 minutes. Focus on that action and then the reaction from your body, the reaction from your mind. And keep giving yourself joy. It's a way to give yourself joy. So we're layering our habit, right? So we're layering the habit. First, we're quiet. We teach our brain it's okay to be quiet. And then we teach our brain it's okay to feel joy. It's okay. We deserve joy. It's all right. So you do that for a week. The third week that you're going to do this, you're going to add 2 more minutes onto 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes at night. And what are you focusing on the third week? You're focusing on something you want to create. So what is it that you want to create only for you? Just you. Maybe you want new curtains. Maybe you want a new desk. Maybe you want to recreate your office. Whatever. It gives you joy. Okay? So again, we're focusing on what we want to create. We're putting another layer onto our habit. And so we focus on that. Like, what do we want for that creation? How shall we get, how do we want the end result to look like? We can change it around. There's no rules to this. So we're layering again, and we're creating something. So while we're meditating, we're quieting ourselves. We're thinking of something that gives us joy, and we're creating. What are we creating? That thing that gives us joy. Right? So this is by the 3rd week. So by the 3rd week, your brain should be hooked on this new habit. Your brain should be like, oh wow, in the morning, guess what we're doing? We're going to be quiet for 10 minutes. All right. And so you'll feel that. You'll feel your brain start to settle down. You'll feel your body aligning to it, and you will feel that joy. Right? So during these times too, after you've had your 10 minutes, write down stuff that occur to you. Write down stuff that you really like. Write down ideas. Write them down. Follow through with them during the day. Find out more information about them. Find out if they really resonate with you. Because sometimes we come up with these great ideas and then, we find out more about them. We're like, I don't know. So try that. Okay? Because that's going to assist you with breaking old habits, which take 21 days, and creating new habits, which take 3 days. And you want to strengthen your new habits. You don't want to just create a new habit. I'm going to just do this. You don't want to do that. You want something strong in there to break up stuff so that you're releasing things that maybe are from other people's influences, right? So you want to get rid of other people's influences. You only want your influence. You only want what you think and how you feel. And that's another thing that we're doing is when we do the 21-day thing, and you can keep doing it after 21 days. You can keep adding minutes, or you can stay at 10 minutes, however you want to do it. But once you hit that 21-day mark, you probably will want to keep going, because your brain will be like, hey, well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. How come we're not being quiet? And and so you're gonna feel that pull to do that. Okay. All right, so let me know like how that works out for you. If you decide to try this, you can let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know. It's fun for me to do it. I enjoy it, and it does give me joy, and it has assisted me with creating so many wonderful things in my life. And so it's something that you can do as well. So one of the things the second thing is we want to remove the influence of others. We really want to be able to consider what other people think and maybe align with it, but not take on their influence. It's okay to like something. Cool. It's okay to enjoy other people's stories and that, but don't take on their stuff. Like, you don't have to be exactly like them, because you aren't. You're you. So it doesn't really matter what people think. It matters what you think. That's really ultimately, in the end, that's all that matters. So I want this to be able to make sense to you as you're rewiring your brain, okay? Because it's important to do that if you really want success in clearing your energy, clearing your mind, clearing that emotional body, making room for blessings, making room so that you, as you're manifesting, there are many ways that your manifestation can happen. Okay? And you got to break it down. It's not just like, okay, well, I intend for blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, you can intend for it. Rock on with your bad self. But if all you're doing is intending and you're not believing and you're not really doing anything about it, maybe it might happen. You want to make it happen. You want to put energy into your life, whatever life you decide that you're creating. Okay? All right. So one of the things that you can do for your energy field is you can have a cord cutting ceremony. Melinda Carver is really great with cord cutting ceremonies, and you can check her out on Facebook. I've had cord cutting ceremonies from her, and they work. And it's nice to be able to cut out stuff that doesn't serve you, people that don't serve you, emotions that don't serve you, energy that doesn't serve you. After the first 3 days of a cord cutting ceremony, you might feel kind of wonky, but after 3 days, your energetic field, everything starts to balance out, and you start to feel really good, lighter, brighter. You're not carrying around so many burdens. Okay, so make sure whoever's doing the cord cutting ceremony, if you don't look up Melinda Carver, make sure that they are invoking the Archangel Michael, because he's the cord cutter. All right, so the invocation that you can use to prepare yourself for the cord cutting ceremony and afterwards for maintenance is, I invite and invoke Archangel Michael to cut and cauterize all cords leading in and out of me that are no longer serving me. I invite the Archea Faith to come in and fill me with divine light to heal me. Remember to say thank you. I always do this like in the shower, because you're cleaning yourself, so every day invocation. That way I'm maintaining my energy field, because maintenance is good. Like, you maintain your car, you got to maintain you, right? Okay. All right, so another way you can push energy that is not serving you out of your energy field and away from you and out back into the universe is and saying this with meaning. Like, you mean it when you say it. Okay, so you can say it for events, people, situations, whatever. What you're doing is you're removing the energy that causes discomfort within you. Okay? So you say, I love you. I bless you. I forgive you. I thank you. I release you. The reason why you say it like that is because you love yourself. You love the blessing that the situation brought, the lesson learned. You forgive any negativity that was caused from the situation. You thank it. Because without it, you would not have learned whatever it is that you needed to learn. And then you release it. You release the energy of it. So you're releasing the energy of the situation out into the universe freely. That way you are clearing up more space in your energy field for blessings to come in, or manifestations to come in, whatever it is that you're working on to come in for your higher and better good. Okay? So try some of these, try some of these things in the new year. You never know what could happen, and you never know how you'll feel about it, right? Yeah. All right. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of this, if it worked, how did it work, if you're going to try it again, if you do it often. Let me know. Because I've tried all of these and they all work for different things. So you never know. All right. So remember to love you and keep your hearts open and align with the energy of love. And I'll see you soon. Good night.